Welcome to Lawful Insight, your go-to resource for divorce and custody matters. I'm your host, Trisha Morales-Padilla, and in each podcast, I'm going to be bringing you bite-sized pieces of information to help you navigate the road and make it a little less bumpy. If you have questions while you're listening to this, you can give us a call at 210-410-8013 or check us out at moralespadillalaw.com. Now, today I want to talk to you a little bit about grandparents' rights and grandparent visitation and access. This question comes up a lot because more and more we're seeing that grandparents are raising their grandkids and they need to be able to make decisions, whether it be medical decisions, take them to the doctor, maybe for a checkup, or enroll them in school. And so they're needing to get legal assistance on how to get either conservatorship or maybe adopt their grandkids. Now, those are two kind of totally different topics, so I want to take each one of them at a time. Now, if you're a grandparent and you're in a situation where your grandparents, your grandkids have been living with you for an extended amount of time, and maybe their mom or dad is nowhere around and you need to make decisions, there's kind of two different things that you can do. You can go to court for conservatorship to make you a managing conservator, or you can possibly seek to terminate your child's parental rights of their kids, so your grandkids. Now, as I've said in the past, and I'll always say, as long as everybody agrees, you can pretty much do whatever you want. But if you don't agree, there's very specific rules that need to be followed for grandparents, as well as anybody else. But that would be something that you would need to consult with an attorney in your specific situation. So one thing for grandparents to remember is that regardless of the level of involvement of the mother and the father in your grandchildren's life, you have to involve both of them anytime you're wanting to bring a suit. So they either both have to agree or they both have to be served with notice of what you're trying to do, whether it's conservatorship or actually terminate their rights. Now, if you're wanting to get conservatorship, and they've been living with you, it's a little bit easier, but again, there's certain requirements that you have to meet with the court. If the children have not been living with you, your grandchildren, then you almost have to fall into a very specific category of either your child is deceased or your child is incarcerated. And so those things are stuff to keep in mind, that there's either a time criteria or a certain situational criteria that you have to meet to even be able to get into court to bring a suit for conservatorship or termination and adoption. The other issue, too, in line with that is visitation. The parents are presumed to be in their children's best interest. So with visitation, a parent can make that determination for their child that it is not in my child's best interest to have visitation with their grandparent. And the grandparent has to overcome and actually show that it is detrimental or it is harming their health, safety, and welfare to not see you. It's not just as easy as, hey, I'm a grandparent and I want visitation and they're not letting me see my grandchild, because the court is a little bit hesitant to step in and basically make parental decisions for the grandkids. So keep that in mind as well. It's not super simple as a grandparent to just say, hey, I either want to have conservatorship or I want to be able to have visitation with my grandkids, unfortunately. So there is some very specific situations. I would always direct you to consult with an attorney, talk about the specifics of your situation, if they've been living with you for how long, where the parents are, and what other detrimental factors, if any, might come into play. Now, again, if you have any questions, give us a call, 210-410-8013, or check us out at moralespadillalaw.com. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to hit subscribe to hear the latest episodes. Have a great day.